Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we continue on with Dominion of the Riftborn. Last time our party got partially arrested, so we're going to let one of our arrestees tell you what's been going on. Dalton, I had to get the
Yes.
right name. I was thinking Valadar.
Yes. 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 Journal entry from detainee Dalton. Last time, the group was basically sort of split up. Pretty much everyone except for Father Dalton and the Corn went off to a bar to meet friends, get some information, and get thoroughly plastered. Which I think for the most part they succeeded. At least in terms of fighting people and, well, making friends and getting drunk.
Nobody's drunk.
As for the other two, Dalton has managed to keep his shit mostly together, being around this much gold after the initial shock, and they went around looking for them. But after an hour or so of looking around, they tried to go with a different method, and Cornwood tried to use his detect object to locate the ring that Xanth is wearing. Unfortunately, doing so has set off one of the alarms in the city, and we both got detained. And we're currently in some weird ass super max prison cell or something. I know it's probably not super max, but it's ugh.
You're in a dungeon.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, that was the word. I couldn't think of dungeon for a second. Yeah, we're stuck there, currently awaiting whatever the hell's about to happen, which is either a long investigation, us being starved or dehydrated to death, and or getting executed very brutally. We were offered a way out of there by some very sketchy ass dude who we could not see, but seeing the situation as a bit too sketchy and causing further problems for us, we both decided to stay inside. And I think that's roughly around where we ended, because the group doesn't know exactly what the hell happened to us, as we're both currently just awaiting whatever's about to happen next.
Alrighty. Go ahead and take that hero point. So we are going to rejoin the party just as they are heading out from the bar they were at. As you are leaving, you see a cloaked figure rushing up, or two cloaked figures. This is Tabella, Baron, and Zan.
Oh gods, I'm muted. Is it? Please tell me it's our dwarf and our elf.
They are cloaked figures, so you cannot tell their races. One of them is shorter than the other by a good bit, however.
We're gonna hope that there's just. Oh, by the gods, please be who I hope you are. It is going to wave them over to us.
They stop before you as the taller one pulls their hood back a little bit, revealing Fennec.
All right. Looks at the other one. You keep yours on. Let's go. No time to explain. Follow the adorable looking one. And points this. How did I pronounce her name again?
Sylvie, I think.
Sylvie, yeah.
Yeah, Sylvie.
Yep. Points to Sylvie.
Why is there a dog in the artwork?
I don't remember. Raven posted it, so it can be ignored.
Oh, wow! Thanks. That doesn't hurt at all.
Alrighty, continuing on. You see Sylvie go, alrighty, we're gonna go this way. Fennec does say in a low voice, we're gonna need to be careful moving forward. It sounds like something's gone on and Saren's being searched for.
Yeah.
I heard some of the guards in the next alley. What did Varen say?
You'd be correct about that.
Come on. We're trying to go get help.
What are y'all doing as you are following this young elven woman?
Varen is
Try.
keeping a lookout for people looking their way, trying to make sure we're staying low on the attention scale.
Same.
Did Maya just come through?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mai just came through, but they left.
That's what I thought. I just heard breaking glass.
See, I
But-
don't hear that anymore when they join because I muted their soundboard.
But is any of the rest of the group doing anything as y'all are following Sylvie? Other
I'm
than
go
Varen's head swivels.
I'm going to put who I am assuming is Saren in the middle of the group so that us tallies kind of block sight of him.
Fair. Saren, you're not entirely sure what's going on. You were looking through some market stalls when Fennec suddenly pulled you into an alley and put a cloak on you and told you to keep it up and follow him.
I feel like Saren has been in enough situations of chaos with Finnick to know that Finnick doesn't always play around, so.
And this is absolutely not one of the, hey, I'm pulling a joke on you kind of face. He's standing up taller. He's more on a swivel. It's more the face you see when he's in a dungeon.
Yeah. So, Saren very much is like, alright, let's get the hell out of here.
You also heard him say to the others that the guard are looking for you.
Did Finnick tell Saren earlier to keep her mouth shut or just to kind of stay low and stay?
Just stay with him. He wasn't sure what was going on.
Okay. Saren from the middle of their group will kind of go, does anyone know what the fuck is going on?
Precisely? No. All we know is that whatever that alarm was that went off was somebody casting divination magic. And now we're going to go talk to a foreman about locating Tweedledee and Tweedledummer.
Let us go, I guess.
Anything from Bella?
I don't think so. I think Bella's just trying to make her way to the thing, trying to decide who she'd put money on, if it was Dalton or Cornhole who did it.
Xanth's money is on Dalton.
I think, I don't know, Bella, if she had to toss a coin, I mean, she would honestly probably, I think she would go Cornhole is who she'd put her money on. I think if they were making a bet, I think that's where she would go with it. Cornhole causes more trouble and doesn't ever admit to it. Dalton said they weren't going to cause trouble, so I'm guessing that Cornelius did it.
And Xanth's going with
I think that's where she would land.
makes sense. Xanth's going Dalton for the sheer fact of more of a magic caster than Cornwood. Now, above table, we all know she's about to be wrong, but
It takes a little while for Sylvie to get y'all deeper and deeper into the city itself. Trying to avoid the main routes, you're hearing a lot of movement towards the gate. But Sylvie seems to be expertly avoiding all of that, as you'll never come across any guards. There is one point towards the end of Joel's journey that she stops and holds her hand out to watch something go by. But then she waves y'all forward and keeps moving. Soon enough, y'all see what looks to be a larger area full of carts, tunnels, cranes, all kind of shit. All right. You'll need to stay here while I see if I can get a meeting with the foreman.
We can do that. I do hope you're quick and successful.
Try not to get into too much trouble.
We'll stand
Should be
right
fine.
here and not move.
So, you see her run off. Y'all are kind of out of the way of the construction, or not the construction, it's very much looks like the entrance to a mine. There are ores moving in every direction, and carts, a lot of movement going on. But you are in between, y'all are right behind a nice big pillar, so no one can really see y'all. What do y'all do while y'all wait?
Farron is just keeping a lookout and starts fiddling with the healing bags, making sure they're packed correctly.
I think at this point, Xanth's gonna start just putting her hair up so that it's out of her face, because she's expecting a fight at some point.
So what exactly was it that happened? You hear from Fennec.
Fuck if we know. They did something stupid, they got themselves arrested.
Are we certain?
Not. I was going to say, are we sure it was them or is it something else going on?
I mean, it'd be extreme coincidence if big alarms from the Citadel didn't go off immediately after we got in the city.
Put it this way. Are we 100% certain that it was them? No. There is technically room for doubt. That being said, we're going to play rather on the more better safe than sorry.
Plus, they're looking for you now, anyways. So that kind of narrows it down.
That too.
Because I don't think having a few drinks and seeing a few ladies is against the law.
I'd be concerned if
if
it
it wasn't,
was. Oh, go ahead.
it would be a concern. And I was going to say, if it wasn't for the fact that we don't know what's going on, and they did tell me at one point that I would be, depending on the crime, for the lot of y'all, I could be killed, I would make a joke, but don't know if now is the time.
My headset cut out there for just a moment. Zap, can you repeat the last thing you said?
I'm not going to use it in Saren's voice and just say
That's fine.
basically, since they said that depending on what everyone did, and she would be held responsible for it, and it could lead to death, she's not really going to joke around in a situation like this. Even though a joke
Okay,
came to mind.
fair enough. Xanth will also add, on top of it, we were informed that it was divination magic cast, which is why my bet's on Dalton. I don't know what they was doing it for, but I don't know all their spells, so.
I don't know enough about magic to make that pull on things, but we did all make the decision to leave the two of them alone. I told them that they kind of are the problem. I don't have money right now based off of the fact that no one seems to have any because this place is shit. But if I did, I would put at least 5 gold, I think, on hold because he's an idiot who doesn't think he does anything wrong. And Dalton had just been knocked out for acting the way he had. So I think that's where I'm going.
Fair enough. I am not opposed to that bet, and who knows, maybe I'll be wrong in this situation. Hey, maybe we'll all be
Really
wrong, and
tricky.
it maybe we'll get really fucking lucky, and we'll just all be wrong, and they're looking for
You're gonna say
Saren
they're
for
looking
other
for a
reasons.
different Saren?
I mean, you never know. They might. I don't know how fucking common it is. I didn't study Dwarvish.
Eh, fire. I never came across any other Sarens in my clan, but we were kind of a small group, so.
Fair enough. Dan's gonna look around to see if we're being watched or any of that.
No, nobody seems to be paying y'all any mind.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anyone, like, obviously around in the area looking for people, or they just kind of looking, doing their own thing?
They're just doing their own work. Mostly
Okay.
going into the mines or coming out.
Oh, okay.
But time passes ever so slowly. It seems each stroke of the clock seems to take 10 minutes. It is forever as you wait in pretty much silence, waiting for either the other shoe to drop or Sylvie to return. But after 2 long hours, there's still no sign of her.
Right. I'm going in at this point. It feels like this is stupid. Do we just want to sit here? If not, maybe we go to a different bar, anything like that. But this is, I don't know what to say.
Don't rush it. These things take time. He's high up in the city. Either she's gotten arrested and we're going to be even more trouble, or it's taking a few minutes.
I'll admit with
Right.
Bella, I don't like sitting around just waiting.
I guess also I run into the problem that originally we were going to talk to them alone anyways, right? So don't we eventually have to be able to have conversations with people, or do you think in the place that doesn't trust outsiders and is this paranoid, us just standing here, very noticeable for hours on end, is the best option?
That's one faction that's paranoid. Don't judge a nation on the worst. But if you two want to pop off, try a different strategy, I'll wait.
Okay, I guess above table, maybe I'm confused. I thought when they were explaining things, it sounds like it's not just the military side of things. I thought it was kind of the whole place has some paranoia about eyes and various things like that because there's rumors that they're running out of what they're mining, so everyone's a bit paranoid here. Or is it just the military side?
The militarists are scared of actual spies from outside. The other factions are more worried about each other, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just gonna say right, whatever, and she's just gonna sit down then, I guess, and just be like, this is the biggest waste of time. Everything in this place is just stupid.
Do you mean we've wasted time? Do you want to go barging into the Citadel and try to break him out that way? That's probably a death sentence.
I am capable, surprisingly, of having multiple lines of thinking. Since we've been here, and I mean here as a whole, we've done nothing but be in various predicaments where we just kind of either sit around and do nothing, or we just waste time because whatever we do doesn't make any difference. So my statement is, as a whole, this whole place is a waste of time. It's how I feel. If I was going to break into a place, why would I have come over here to say that we should go ahead and talk to people? I don't understand. Do you think that I don't have the ability to have more than one type of thought on things? That it's just instant, this is where we go. You don't want us to go in there and talk to anyone because you're worried that issues will happen. If she's going to not say Saren, but almost say it, like point at Saren and say, and I go in there and try and have a conversation. We're not allowed to go down there because we already assumed that that will be bad. We didn't leave when Dalton was being a dipshit. We decided to go ahead and stay here. Since we've been here, it is a bunch of sitting around and just wasting time. So if I'm going to sit around and waste time, I would rather sit than stand the whole time, is what I'm thinking. And since none of us care, if everyone notices that there's a group of outsiders standing in the same place for hours, when only one faction, like you said, is very paranoid, then why don't I just sit instead of stand and relax, is what I'm saying.
Can I also suggest something from a different point of view, too?
Please.
While there is apparently a faction that is very paranoid, wouldn't, if it was our two idiots that got into trouble, the longer we stay instead of going and being like, hey, we heard something was going on, what happened, that it might make us seem even more suspicious?
Who do we go to? We can't go to the Milters faction because they'll round us all up and then put us all in the gallows. We talk to the Iron Veins,
Echo stop.
or we try and find the. Varen's going to do a quick look, make sure there's no one within like 50 feet. The Shadow faction, whatever they're called.
Well, who did that new friend of yours go in there to speak with just now?
The foreman of the Iron Veins.
Can we not speak to them?
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a meeting. He's the head of the faction. We can't just walk in there.
I mean, I would, but alright.
The problem is we have no reputation here. We have no backing behind us. We're outsiders. We're lost in a new land that we don't understand. We barely even figure out what is going on around us at any time. I don't blame Bella for feeling lost and like we've done fuck all while we're here. But we can't do anything else. The only other option I can think of is talking to Archivist, as knowledge is power, even though the other factions don't seem to listen to them.
I
Here, there
mean-
is also the ship that got suggested to you.
Yeah.
The ship?
Mm-hmm. If y'all wanted to
Bella's
make a
just
run
gonna
for
say,
it.
right. Was it right? We made the choice to go with the Iron Veins. I was under the impression that Sylvie was just leading us over here. I think we should all remember she's not a dwarf or from here either. So that's why I'm confused. It's been hours. Are we not worried that something happened to her at this point? Because she isn't even one of the people who is a dwarf that fits in here. So she is speaking for us, who we've known for hours.
We don't know what she's saying, and that is what I was worried about. Did she say something wrong? Did she all ass over tea kettle like she seems to do all the time and accidentally stab someone? I don't know what's going on. It just seems eventually we as a group have to decide if we're ever going to try and have any of these conversations and advance our standings or where we're at with people, or if we're just going to kind of keep hoping that, I don't know, we magically end up places and things happen. We have the fear, and to kind of make sure and look at Sarah, while you and Finnick were gone, we kind of realized that we have a bit of a fear that if they are arrested and they send their information, such as their names and descriptions, to the capital, the Queen and all of them will realize that they're not on record, which would probably lead to them getting killed right away, one, or it would lead to them coming here to be like, wait a second, how weird is that a group of people went missing? Or did a group of people are magically here who have no information within the whole kingdom on file, since they evidently keep records of every single person in the whole kingdom here, and that might bring the wardens after us. And we are making the conscious decision to not do the one thing we were told to do, which was go and meet the ruler of this place. Instead, we're trying to go about it a little bit longer without jumping down that rabbit hole. So eventually, we have to talk to people. I will say that one day we're going to have to all break down and have conversations.
I know I have not known this group for long, but I think kind of what Bella's trying to say, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Bella, but we kind of just gotta quit twiddling our thumbs and actually do something. Or we're not gonna be able to do anything, and we're just gonna sit here, like she said, in fear of this some higher power coming down and being like, "Oh no, you're not supposed to be here," kicked you in the ass, you know.
I would love a
Well, let's,
plan. If
let's
if you
point our
have something
hand and not.
suggested.
Sorry, what was that, Bella?
Just pointing at Sarah, and I'm like nodding, like her, not like a finger point, but like a hand, like this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you two are in the same
And
boat.
yeah, it's like, yes, I agree with you. And she's gonna be like, right, what I'm trying to say is I thought we had a plan or hopes of one, that we were gonna try and speak with Iron Vein guy, the Iron Vein of the Iron Veins, I think is what it was, and talk to him and say, listen, we are here, and a couple of our friends have been arrested, and we think that the militarist captain of the guard is just paranoid and going to kill them for no reason. And we would like to offer our services on whatever he is needing in exchange for him getting them not just beheaded because they did something stupid. There's no posted signs of things. It's our first time here, and at least they should get a right trial. But from what we understood, they're going to get interrogated, probably violently, and then killed for what they did out of the way it works here. So, do we not think that maybe we should also try and at least have the conversation with them? Is what I'm getting at. Eventually, we won't have a person into. Um, so maybe we just try to take that step, because eventually, whether we like it or not, we're going to be the ones who have to figure out our own allies and groups as we go through, and who we're going to trust and not trust. I mean, we thought we could trust Owen pretty well, and he didn't exactly steer us in the best direction. So I guess we kind of have to make some decisions in life, and I just think this is an opportunity that maybe we need to get off this proverbial clock. Really?
I'm more than willing to just walk up in there and go, this might not be the way that it's done, but I need to speak to someone. I'm like, if y'all don't want to because oh no. If y'all don't want to because you don't want to risk it, then I'll just go in myself. It's my neck on the line anyway to begin with.
It's all of our necks, because we're only permitted in the city as long as we follow under you. So I'm figuring if you get punished, we all get punished in some way. So we can't be running amok by ourselves by the Dwarvish law in this land. But so we have a choice. We can do this and possibly get a good outcome and see what's going on with our very recently acquired friend. Or we could try something else, is the problem.
Do we have any other ideas of what we can do?
Both of us are academics, so talking with an academic would be a valuable option, in my opinion.
But we
We
still
were
have to
told
go and
yes, but they're not a big faction, as they think. The problem is, we were told they don't get respect from the others. I suspect there's a bit of falsehood in that, as they always give some sort of useful information, so they do have power in some degree. Or we try and get in contact with what is a shadow faction in the city or in the greater land that could break them out instantly. But that would come with extreme consequences.
I don't necessarily want to just break them out, not unless it's our last ditch effort. Zant, what are your thoughts on the matter?
Above table, uh, above table, can we take a 5?
Oh, yep.
Okay, what's going
Doing
on?
that. Hold the cheese wheels. And we're back after a bit of an emergency and a gathering of people. It took a hot minute, but we are back. The party was trying to
Bonjour.
decide what they want to do.
As much as I don't like waiting, these things take time. My suggestion is give it another 30 minutes, and then if not, I'm more than welcome to follow. I am more than happy to follow you guys wherever you want to lead.
I don't
I-
like waiting, but what were you gonna say?
It's bureaucracy. It's going to take time. 2 hours isn't that long, sadly.
Ugh, you
It
think they have the
sounds like
same life
a bunch of
expectancy as fucking elves with how long this shit takes?
They almost do.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't dwarves
As a
have, like-
dwarf, Saren should know, but you know, she's gonna say that.
Dwarves live
I thought
400,
dwarves only live as long
500
as like
versus
elves.
the elves about 1,000. What would you
Saren
say,
is an
Blue?
impatient motherfucker. Yeah, sorry.
I thought dwarves only had like 200-300 year lifespans.
I think it's 400, 500, if I
it's like
remember.
450 to 500.
Yeah, and then
Ah,
elves
okay.
are caps at 2 centuries at the extreme.
Mhm.
But in the Tolkien verse, it is about a couple of centuries.
Yep.
Even in
And-
D&D, it's 2,000 is the upper cap.
2,000 for dwarves?
Elves.
No, for elves.
Oh, I thought elves were 5,000.
Elves are 1,000 and like 2Ks where they kind of end up at the end.
Oh, okay, fair. Alrighty. So, continue on.
Well, if we're going to wait, can
There's
oh, what's up, Bella?
nope. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if we're going to wait after that 30 minutes are up, I kind of want to go talk to that archivist. That would be
Fair
my
enough.
vote, but
We assumed that you and Darren would want to do that. In general, was just thinking this was the put the band-aid on the massively bleeding wound. And I'm going to say this nicely between us gals. That includes you, Finnick. After this, this is the last time I'm doing this, right? This is it. This is the last time that I'm playing some big old pile of noble bullshit where we have to wait for someone to talk to someone to speak to someone to maybe get in and talk to them. Either we all make a decision as a group that we're grown ups and we're going to put on a big girl panties again, especially you, Finnick. I'm looking at you with your sausage cravings. We put on a big girl panties and we start handling shit on our own, or we all just accept the fact that we're completely not capable of doing any of this and we go turn ourselves in and have people make the decision of our lives for us. There is a thing as bureaucracy and there's a thing of us taking control every now and again. And since we've been here, we haven't done that. And I say that from all of my time in the military, which I spent a good amount of time commanding people in the military. Or they might have been other shifters because you wouldn't want us to mix with the fancy folks or anything like that. But we either need to figure it out or we need to accept the fact that someone else is going to have to figure our lives out for us from here on out. And we have to be okay with the fact that everyone else is going to do everything for us and make decisions for us. And I'm not going to ever be okay with that. So if that means that we all need to go our separate ways and figure out how our lives work and you all have someone else do everything for you, that's totally fine. I won't shame you for it, but I'm not going to keep doing it. This is the last time. I'm not saying we go kick every door open and we demand answers. I know how to have a conversation. I'm just saying that this is not how we survive here and it's not how we thrive. This is how we barely hold on, and I'm tired of doing that.
Saren is going to hold up a hand to get a high five from Bella. So she totally
So I was going to high
understands
five her because they're
They're closer to in height right now because Bella sat down. So I imagine that it's not like Saren has to reach up too high, was all I was going to say. Because Bella sat down on the ground and made that tough speech while sitting in probably the mud. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your suggestion? We go into a political situation we don't understand, in a culture we don't understand either.
Varen,
And
now's not the time. At this point, we're going around in circles. We're gonna wait the 30 minutes and then figure it out.
fine.
And it would be more helpful if you just listen to what I said. I didn't say that we kick any door down. I said that eventually we need to start doing this on our own. We're not going to always have Sylvie or have a Owen or whoever we run into. There are going to be many times that it's going to be us. And we either decide that we can rely on one another and we can start trying to do this stuff together, or we can just keep trying to rely on other people. And I'm not going to sit around relying that every single stranger we meet who's somewhat nice to us or comes off as somewhat innocent is who I want speaking for me all the time. I don't use other people to speak my voice. I don't do any of that. I've been around bureaucracy. I've seen it. I have dealt with it. I'm not saying that we go in and we start a fight and just kick doors down. I thought in the time we've been together, you would have seen that that's not how I operate on everything. There is a good time to punch someone in the face. It's just not always, and it's not necessarily now. But I wish that you would stop acting like cornhole and listen to what I'm saying instead of assuming that I'm telling everyone to change the way everything is done. I'm saying us as a group, we have to start relying on ourselves, is what I'm saying. And you choosing to think that I'm talking about going in and starting a fist fight with the first person that we meet. And that hurts because that's the type of shit that Cornhole does because he doesn't hear anyone when they speak. He doesn't actually listen. He just waits to talk.
By the Phoenix's fucking womb. I'm not saying we're going to go in and punch them. I'm not saying that's your fucking plan. I'm asking, what do you suggest? Because we can't just go in there and start trying to talk to them. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We don't know how to step forward. That is why we're relying on someone else. That's why I'm asking if you have another plan. I'm up for hearing it.
Bella is going to stand up so fucking fast that it is animal like and it is scary. And she is right in Varen's face with like fully yellow eyes. And she's going to look at Varen and say, how about you just go ahead and you all figure it out the fuck on your own without me then? Because I'm tired of every single one of you acting like what you truly are. People who think you're better than other people and screaming and being fucking assholes in every situation. So you take yourself. You, the Pirate Queen, I'm sorry, Finnick, I'm sorry, Sarah, and I don't know you well enough for this, but you're all the exact fucking same. All of you. You act like you're not, but I'd be willing to guess that you come from a closer background as Xanth, and you're willing to act by the way, then you're willing to admit by the way you're fucking acting. And Bella is just walking off.
I will not be labeled by my grandfather's fucking blood. Happy?
She just flips you off and it said, hold it. And then she's walking off. That's all you're going to see. She's just going to do that and go.
I wanted alternatives, not this.
No, it
I wanted another.
is just Varen, Saren, and Fennec at this point.
And
The Xanth is a little ways away.
It would have. There's no way Xanth wouldn't have heard that. That wasn't exactly super quiet on anyone's beam. And Xanth, I think, has good hearing. I thought Xanth was. Where did Xanth go?
Yeah, I was
She
gonna
still
ask about
hears
that.
it. She's just not standing directly with the other three.
Frankly, I'd be surprised if Cornelius
Oh,
didn't
I
hear it
thought
all the way
Xanth
his
was.
jail cell.
I thought Xanth was with us the whole time.
They are.
I
They're
would
like
have heard that.
20, 30 feet away.
Okay, I guess I missed when Xanth left the party. I guess is all I'm saying. I thought that we were all in a group talking with one another. I didn't realize that Xanth had walked off.
Xanth just
Well,
stepped
either
out.
way, I highly Xanth. Okay, well, I highly out that Xanth didn't hear what was just said, but yes,
Correct.
so
They
it
did.
is them. Bella is gone.
Also, is Kai muted and doesn't know that their mic is muted again, just out of
Oh
curiosity?
no,
Is
I
the
just
mic
wasn't saying anything. Xanth did straight up just. She tried to stop the argument. It didn't work. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna step 30 feet to the left and ground myself because
I still love you, Mom. I'm sorry.
No, I fucking hated doing that.
No, I was gonna say that just was too many things that Bella wasn't just gonna call that one out because she got the feeling that this is how nobles talk to people and how people who are born certain ways act. And so
This is
I
not her
think
being that. This is her being fed up with not getting a fucking answer of like, if you have a better plan, I would love to hear it.
But let's continue on. What is the remaining group doing? Is anybody else walking away? Saren, are you going after Bella? Are you staying with Varen?
All right, Varen, you wanted a plan? Here's what I suggest and what I am going to do. I'm gonna go find that archivist. I'm going to figure out what the fuck they're on about. And hey, maybe they'll have some information about what the fuck's going on with our friends. I understand that we can't just go willy-nilly, but we have to do something even if we don't have a full plan.
Can it wait the half an hour? Wait the half an hour that Xanth said, then we can go. Because more than that, I would not be willing to wait anyways. We do have a time limit.
In that case, Saren is going to turn to Finnick and ask Finnick, I should be fine with these two. Go keep an eye on Bella. Make sure she stays safe.
Don't think I'd be any help there. I'm just gonna make things worse.
Okay, how about this way? Keep an eye on her so that if she decides to come back to the group, which I will not blame her if she does not, but in case she does, you might have an easier time of locating us since you have your tricks.
He nods.
Is he gonna go follow Bella or just nods?
Yeah, he's going.
Okay. Saren is going to just plop down on the ground, not in any kind of ceremonious way. She's just gonna sit there and look at Varen and nod.
Alrighty, what about Xanth? What you doing after you managed to ground yourself a little bit underground?
I mean, what's the stone that we're like? We're on stone,
Yeah,
grass.
no.
What are we on?
You're inside a mountain.
We're inside a mountain.
So stone.
Is there like a water trough or something nearby?
Yeah, there are a couple of those.
Does it look like one that I could use and not get odd looks from?
Yeah, you've seen while you've been sitting there. A couple dwarves have come up and washed their hands from it and drunken from it.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go to that one. I am going to get and just splash some water on my face.
Fair.
Which, you know, is not going to help Xanth not stand out because now she's wet. Therefore, her looks more like a sea elf. She's all sparkly. But after she does that, she'll go rejoin Varen and Saren.
You have rejoined the two. you say anything to them.
Uh, where did Bella go?
My fault. I lost my fucking temper.
I think we've all lost our temper a little bit at this point.
I asked Finnick to keep an eye on her so that whenever she cools down, if she wants to come back, he can help her find her way back to us.
She's not
Well,
going to
hopefully.
come back on her own unless something goes horribly wrong. Fuck.
Do you want to go after her then?
No, that's even bigger mistake. Because I don't believe I was in the wrong for asking if she had another plan. She can't just be fed up with the situation and have no way forward. It's the exact opposite of helpful.
I think Bella was stating kind of around the way of understanding we don't have a plan, but it's better to go in with no plan and figure it out as we go than to just sit here and wait until someone takes our hand and leads us down the right way. Because we don't know if they'll lead us down the right way or at least the way we want to go.
That is why we had backup plans if this didn't work. We had two other options. You don't go into a dungeon without knowing anything about it. That's how you end up dead.
I've been able to survive, and I've gone into plenty of dungeons without a plan. It's not always the best, but sometimes that's what you have to do.
And how many times did you go down and someone didn't come back up afterwards?
There has been a few. But the
Exactly.
amount of time that more people would have died if we didn't do it without a plan, I feel like it speaks for itself. I understand the want for a plan, but I've come to realize I can't always have a plan.
It's
Maybe
not an
I'm too
exact plan, it's
willy-nilly.
just the way forwards. We don't have a plan of what we're going to say to the archivist. We just know he's an option. We don't have a plan of what we're going to say to the Iron Vein. He's our main option. We don't even have an idea of how to get in contact with the Shadow Guild. Sorry, I shouldn't be taking it out on you. It's fuck's sake, people. Sorry.
May I say something, Baron? I know we're all high emotion, but
Go for it, please.
I don't know if Bella got upset because you kept asking for a plan, or more just seemed like you were so headstrong on a plan that you weren't. I know you were hearing Bella, but maybe it didn't come across that way to Bella.
I've tried to be nice to Bella, but it doesn't get across. I was hoping for standing up and actually putting the foot down. She would understand. She would get it. But that doesn't work either. I'm running out of options on how to talk to her.
I think, I'm not gonna lie, but it almost sounded like you kept circumventing her question, and that can be frustrating.
It can, but we need an answer. We can't just complain and do nothing. We have to have a way forward.
But I think she was also asking you for a question. If you wanted to go forward, or if you were just going to continue to let others tell you what to do. I I understand what you're trying to say, but I'm trying to put it into Bella's perspective possibly. Is that it felt like what she was saying wasn't being heard, and you were just downplaying her thought process of standing up for herself by saying we need a plan first, and that's not what she was asking was what our plan was or anything like that, but if we wanted to even try to come up with our own plan.
We have. This is our main plan, then we have two backups. We've been over that point. Unless I'm missing something else.
Our plans rely on waiting for this girl we just met a few hours ago in a bar to go in there and get us an audience with the head of a guild. That honestly doesn't sound like much of a plan. That sounds like waiting and hoping someone fixes it for us.
That is why we're waiting half an hour more, and if we don't get anything, we go and try something else.
I think what it was is that you weren't saying that part of us asking something else. You kept asking what else could we do, and that's what was frustrating, Bella. I'm not trying to
I
pick
know
an
you're not.
argument. I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to say I think this might have been where the miscommunication happened. I know we're all new to each other, but we need to figure out the way to talk to each other. Or we're not going to get very far.
No, we're not.
And I kind of agree with Bella. I don't like sitting around. Maybe that's because, I'm a dwarf. I come from a mining village that started up all on its own because we got kicked out of our own place. But, I feel like Bella might have just not felt like she was being heard and that was getting to her. Heck, I might be wrong. I'm not Bella. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm
Saren,
trying to kind of make you figure out what you want to do. Because you can offer something too.
Saren,
Isant.
the only way for us to talk to this person who can put a stop, who has a chance in hell at stopping an execution, is a noble. Which means that we have to go through channels that we don't understand. I don't like waiting. Nobody does. Yes, it fucking sucks. But if we just go in there on our own, that's how you get killed. That's how the guards end up stabbing you in the back and throwing you in jail if they don't just outright kill you. If we don't go through the proper channels, we're screwed. Which means that unfortunately, we're going to do some waiting sometimes.
I mean, excuse me for suggesting this, but maybe that whole way of doing things is just a little fucked. And maybe we should try something else and try and get that to work.
It's not ability, it's always fact.
There's a reason I ran away.
And that's the reason I have nothing to do with my grandfather. It's horrible, it's shit practices, but it's the traditions, and like it or not, they have all the fucking cards.
I mean,
If you
why
want to go
not?
talk to the archivist, take Varen and go. I'll wait here.
If you're sure.
Aye. If you want to feel like you're doing something, go talk to the archivist.
I can see why Bella stormed off as Saren is going to get up and readjust her hood and start walking off.
Varen, please go with them.
I will. Be safe. I'll see what I can do over there.
Xanth is going to take a deep breath, shake herself off. I've got this. I was raised for it.
All right. So let's catch up with where everybody is. Dalton and Cornelius, of course, are in jail. They're not going anywhere. We don't have to worry about them at the moment. Bella, where are you actually going? Are you just wandering
Ella would want to
through?
sneak.
Okay, go ahead.
She would want to sneak off because she doesn't want Fennec or any of them following her. Would be kind of first and foremost. Like when she gets around a corner, she would want to kind of sneak away because she knows And either one of them is going to try and follow her or they're going to send Finnick after her. And she doesn't want that because she's under the assumption that, I don't know, I'm assuming Cookie followed her, which she wouldn't
Yeah,
run
you do
Cookie
have
off.
Cookie.
Yeah, but she doesn't want anyone else going with her because she doesn't want to fully split everybody up. Her hope is that because they are aware that this Shadow Guild is around and that she most likely would fit the description of what they're looking for, that one of them will find her on her way to go talk to the captain of the guard. She's
So
making her
you
way to the keep.
going to the keep. Okay. Saren and
And
Varen.
she's just kind of hoping that that'll happen.
Where are y'all going?
Yeah.
We're off to the archivist.
Who you don't know where they are.
We were told the location, like where the library is.
They were told they're in the council chambers. Not entirely sure where that is.
Oh, fuck.
You can probably go ask around and try to find it. But you don't know off kilter where it is.
Well, pass on the information. They're in the council chamber. Discern. May as well do that.
Council chamber is not the right word either. What is the word I'm looking for? Effectively the town hall. I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
They specifically didn't say the Citadel, though.
That would effectively be at the not the fort, if that's what you mean.
Okay, that's what I was taking as the Citadel. Is
Yeah,
the
no,
fort.
the fort, different thing.
Okay. Well, that information gets passed on at least.
Okay. Saren, how would you like to go about trying to find your way to the archivist?
Say it.
No, I heard. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, then we'll suggest that Sharon starts just asking about, saying we're looking for some information on surveys of the area.
Darren is going to try and see if she can just get a feel of the layout of the. She's gonna basically try and use her different knowledge of different dwarven strongholds that she's been through and stuff to see if she can think of if she can find her way to, the heart of the city.
Gotcha. So using your dwarven wiles to find your way back. All right, coolio. We're gonna go check in with Cornelius and Dalton. It's been a couple hours since things went down. How are the two of you doing?
Has anyone come to visit? Has anyone checked in on us?
Nope.
Then Dalton pretty much hasn't really done anything.
Cornelius, well, I said what Cornelius has been doing in the chat, but after a while, it's been how many hours since like we got in here?
2.5.
You'd think they would send someone to even check if we're still here after a couple hours. Without paramount, we've been told that these guys are being. What do you think, Dalton?
Literally together aren't smart past their craftsmanship.
Hang on.
You're-
Repeat that, Blue.
They're dwarves. They're dwarves. They probably think their craftsmanship's so unbreakable, nothing can get out of here.
I mean, fair. How wide are the bars of this cell?
Enough
Big enough
for
to-
you to get your hand through, and that's about it.
You think the others are know what happened, or what do you think? They're even trying to get to find us? Blue.
Did his net die?
After that robot voice,
I wouldn't be
it might have.
surprised. So,
It might have. Hold on. I
Mistake.
believe-
oh,
There you
he is.
go.
Yes. Okay, so what haven't you heard?
Anything.
Anything after I talked.
Fuck. Okay, that's a lot of stuff then. Dalton just like shrugs.
I can't see you, so I wouldn't know. Dalton, you can answer me.
Are we directly across from each other?
Yeah, but it's
No.
also dark and he doesn't have a light.
Oh, I thought Dalton was like in the cell next to mine or
Oh
something.
yeah, he is. It was the other one. That was yeah, y'all are right next to each other.
Yeah, so Dalton will know I can't see you.
Not that Cornelius
Can't
can see
see.
anything. Anyway,
Yeah, no dark
Can't
vision.
see. What do you? Can't see. What do you mean you can't see? What do you mean you can't see the? Oh right, yeah. I forgot you're a human.
That and you're in the cell next to me, and there's no windows between the cells.
All right. Well, either way, I assume I don't know. I assume they'll probably send someone here to interrogate, torture us, remove our fingernails, and probably I don't know the next couple hours.
I mean,
it has to be starving you first. 3 days,
the
I
fuck?
think. If you
Yeah,
last
the
that
fuck?
long, as you hear the voice from the other cell again.
Is this the same fucker from yesterday? I mean, from earlier.
Yeah.
you again.
Oh, you're still here. The fuck do you want?
Coming to see if you've changed your minds.
Out of character. Now we know they're our only hope, so I guess we
They're
have
not
to.
your only hope. There's always different paths.
Cornelius, if you want to go with them, you can. I'm going to see if I can talk my way out of this.
Really? You think I would leave you alone here, Dalton? I'm an asshole.
Yes, completely.
I'm an asshole. Not a massive asshole.
Either way, I still don't trust this. If we try and we have to at least attempt to do their legal system, and if they do declare us ready for death,
It seems as if their legal system really only works if you're a dwarf, though. I'll be honest, anonymous, strange voice, and I can't see or I can only hear. I have dealt with this kind of deal in the past when I was younger, and it always ended poorly for me. What guarantee can you give us that we won't, end up regretting this completely?
Nothing that you'll trust. As I said last time, it's a leap of faith.
You're asking for a leap of faith from a paladin, buddy.
Indeed. You're the one that believes in things that don't exist.
Fair. He's not Cornelius ain't gonna argue that because we are aware that there aren't really gods here, right?
You were told the only thing that is worshipped as a god is the mist,
Right.
as it's
God,
seen
look
as
at-
the creator.
I gotta say, out of character, Xanth, that is my favorite fucking scene in any recent movies. I mean, not Xanth. Zap. My names get confused in my brain, but if they're going to starve us for 3 days, we haven't really had a proper meal in a while, Dalton. And if they do that, yeah, we might just die from that. So
most mortal bodies can go at least 10 days without food. At least that's what happened one of the times before I died.
I can't say I've ever had a lot of experience with starvation, but I would prefer not to experience it too long. I've gone hungry, never had straight up starvation.
You won't
Well, trust me, the first 5
die.
days are probably the worst. Then your system usually gets used to it until you inevitably feel the slow, aching, agonizing feeling of death.
You
Yeah,
won't,
that just sounds horrifying.
You
Go ahead.
won't die. You'll simply be weak. you'll be more willing to answer questions.
I'm willing to answer questions now.
Yes, they don't believe that. People like you are stubborn.
Don't they have someone who can, I don't know, cast Zone of Truth or something?
As if
hell,
they're
I can
going
cast
to
that.
trust the magics.
I mean, if they're casting the
May-
magic themselves.
You don't understand dwarves very well, do you?
I haven't had a lot of experience with them. Elves, yes. Other humans, sure. Dwarves, not so much.
They aren't the most magically inclined under most situations. They prefer steel and rock to odd magics. You'll
Fair
find
enough.
the strange oddball from time to time. But if you think your will is strong enough, or if you are innocent enough, I suppose you have nothing to worry about. But if you're hiding anything, well, they'll find it and they'll pry it from you.
Can't say I have anything to hide. The circumstances of our arrest were pretty straightforward. Just a lack of knowledge of the local laws and a badly timed spell. But
If you're sure, I'll leave you to it.
can you tell us nothing about your intentions?
No, because it won't matter.
Can you
Ick.
tell us? Yes, exactly, ick. But can you tell us? I don't know. Will you be able to get us to our party?
I can get you out, as I said. Everything after that is your problem.
And therein lies the
Oh,
problem.
great.
We still don't know where the hell they are. It
Ugh.
could be.
I don't think you're going to worth arguing. You're probably arguing with some godforsaken fae at this point. They're the only
What
things that can be this annoying.
is a fae?
Are you stupid?
Dalton? That's not to insult.
Fairies, dumbass.
Mm.
I have not had the pleasure. Would you be willing to tell me about them? Enlighten me.
Dalton, if you have something to shove in your mouth, shove it in your mouth.
Are you really going to let this man tell you what to do?
Well, considering the situation and the fact that I still don't know what the fuck you are, and the fact that you don't know what a fairy is, makes me concerned about what the.
I really wish I had telepathy or something out of character.
Well,
Would help
I
me.
shall leave you to it then, with your fairies. Shall I? As the darkness starts to settle over the party once again. Anything else from Cornelius?
Is the guy gone?
You don't hear him anymore.
Are you still there?
Silence.
Is anyone around? Hello?
Silence. Because I'm pretty
Dalton?
sure Dalton got taken up by the internet again.
Blue, are you still there?
I had a feeling that cutoff was him losing net.
Mm-hmm.
God dang it. But if they were here, Dalton, Cornelius would just say, Dalton, I swear, we are in an area where they might not know what the hell those are. Understand? Guess we're going to have to rely on the rest of the group to get us out of here. If they're not going to talk to us for at least 3 days, probably cut back on the exercise. Yep, yeah. Their thing just did the the yellow caution thing, so their
Uh-huh.
internet is going shit.
But it is about 20 minutes later when Xanth, you finally see Sylvie come running up. She is a little out of breath. Okay, I'm back. There were more of you.
There were
Where'd
a
everybody
couple
go?
of them. Two of them went to the archivist. Two of them, well, one of them walked off, and one of them followed to make sure that she wasn't alone.
Oh boy.
I agree. So I'm
Well,
going into this under the assumption that I'm about to have to break, or no, not break. That's the wrong word. Have to talk all of them out of jail.
well, Foreman Ironplane's finally back. He was down deep in the mines. I had to run and find him.
Take a here, and I will hand her some water.
It's fine. I can do that while you're talking. Come on.
I drink that lass.
She's gonna start jogging off.
I am following her.
She takes you into one of the large buildings and up a couple flights of stairs till you are before a grand stone door. It's rather simple in design and material, but very well carved.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
Of course. Well, I have to leave you here, so good luck.
I'll need it. Would you go wait where I was at on the off chance that any of them come back?
I gotta stay in here. Sorry.
That's fine. It was worth a shot.
If you try to kill the foreman, they'll take my head. So, don't do that.
Xanth's just gonna hand her mace.
Oh, I'll hold on to this for you. Good idea.
I figured as much. And actually, hold on to this as well. And I will also hand her my shield.
She puts it on her back. And you are gestured towards the door.
I will go in.
You come into a large room filled with papers. There is a large dwarven man off to the side, rinsing off his hands in a large basin.
I will politely wait for him.
You see he washes and then starts to dry before moving back to his desk. You see there is also a large, beautiful pickaxe leaning against the back wall behind the desk. He sits down and laces his fingers between each other, each finger being significantly larger than yours. His hands are massive compared to
I am
yours.
I was gonna say I'm an elf. I am considered dainty.
Yes, he is the exact opposite. Even for a dwarf, he looks rather bulky.
Fair.
Alright. Well, it seems you've been going through quite the trouble to get up here. My name is Nick Ironthane. I am the foreman here in Stoner. What
A pleasure.
pressing matters are afoot? I am missing
Well,
a council meeting for this, so I should thank you. Anything to get away from Torga and Ulrich. They're always babbling about something or other.
fair. Unfortunately, what I have a request for is going to involve you speaking to her, or at least stopping her from taking some people's heads.
Oh, good lord. What's going on this time?
I'm not entirely sure if you heard the. I don't know how deep you are in the mines, but the divination spell was set off in the city.
Of course.
I am going to make a very educated guess that it was probably one of my companions. We weren't exactly told what spells were not allowed when we came in. I don't know what was cast. I'm going to assume that they were trying to locate us as we got separated. I'm not sure which one of them cast it. There should be two of them about. But I know that from what I have been explained, they're about to be treated as spies. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, they're both too stupid.
Torga's been rather jumpy since the assassination 2 weeks ago.
Oh dear.
She's been cracking down.
Valid.
Perhaps it's time you tell me about yourself and your companions.
Xanth is going to take a deep breath and go, I'm going to do basically everything that I was told not to do because I don't know what else to do. There was a weird magic surge, and we ended up here. I can't tell you everything that's been going on because, quite honestly, I don't understand it myself. I am a long way from home, as are my companions, and we're just trying to survive.
Are you from Mistfall? Ashen Bear, perhaps? I hope
No,
not Evanhold.
no. I am from a place called Faerun.
Ah. Well, that makes things considerably more difficult.
I would agree. But the way that it was explained to us is that our companions are about to be. Well, obviously, when they give their names, we're not going to pop up in any of your guys' archives.
No, I doubt you are. Hmm. Why don't you tell me in detail what you have faced and what you have run into leading you here?
The last thing that I remember before ending up here is my ship was attacked. We were fighting some pirates. I don't know if you guys really have those here, do you?
We do.
All right. The way it was explained to me, you're mostly landlocked.
We are, but you have river bandits, as some they are sometimes called.
All right.
And there are a few interesting ships near Gold.
All right. Well, like I said, we were being attacked by pirates. There was an explosion, and the sky ripped open, and then suddenly we were in a someplace just pure white. I can't explain anything else. After a while of just wandering around in pretty much circles, eventually we lost consciousness again. We woke up. I should also note that none of my companions were with me at the time of the attack. We all came from separate areas. What happened to them is their own stories that I'm not privy to. But once we woke up again, we were in cells. 100% some cult activity. I don't know what they wanted. Some of us escaped, some of us didn't. A rift opened up, is what I've been told that it was called. It landed straight on what was the stronghold for that cult. We tried to go after them, got overrun. And honestly, at this point, we're back down here trying to get some help. We were hoping to find some jobs, broach peace, but unfortunately, someone cast a spell we didn't know we weren't supposed to cast.
And how did you come about arriving here in Stone?
The Yeti brought us down. He was very kind. Oh, and Thor, I think at one point he said he was Loki.
I'm familiar with him.
Hey, he was very nice to bring us down here. Him and Fenrir.
Have you been anywhere else within the kingdom?
No. We came straight from the mountain. After everything obviously happened with the cult.
You see he
We,
nods and starts stroking his beard.
I will say, we ran into, oh, what did they call themselves? Above table, what did they call themselves?
The relic hunters?
We ran into some relic hunters, but we got separated from them at one point. Which is part of the reason we came down, is obviously we're missing, besides the companions that I'm currently missing in the city, we're also missing companions with the cult, and we lost track of the relic hunters.
I need a deception check.
Why a deception check?
You at least know where one of them was.
What do you mean?
Junie.
I don't know where Junie is.
You were told that
Yeah, you were told where they were.
I what? When was I told?
Fennec told you.
Before we left.
Where is she?
She was in the library.
We never got to confirm that was Junie because we never went up, and Xanth the player wasn't here for that session, but we never did get to go up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm not lying. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you had heavy speculation that was Junie.
I mean, it was a mouse that was petrified.
I literally have no idea what you guys are talking about.
You weren't there.
Yeah,
That
so
is
I'm going.
Xanth himself.
Okay, then. So I think Junie's been petrified.
Was petrified and likely killed in the rift. You don't know about. You also know about what you think is the rest of the relic party. According to Sailwind, you saw her dead in the keep. Sailwind's the only one of the party you don't know where she is, or don't have speculation of where she is.
In that case scenario, I will inform them that the cult killed most of them. Junie, I don't 100% know, but based on what I've been told, it sounds like she was petrified and might have fallen to shit that was going on with the rift. I have no idea where Selwyn is. Because I'm not trying to deceive this man right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just like, that, I didn't know that in character.
Did you
Granted,
tell him about the rift itself? It sounded like you were dodging.
I'm not specifically stating that we went into the rift. I said that a rift showed up and we got overrun.
Okay.
If he, yeah.
Let me see. And what exactly is it you need from me?
Honestly, help getting my friends out. What I assume are my friends in jail. And honestly, work if that's what you need. Something to get some sort of trust so that we can go after the Selwyn. Because again, I still don't know where she's at. And all of our other companions that are still missing.
You see, he nods. Two things. How do you know Raven?
You mean the bar?
The barkeep.
We were informed by a guard, Kai.
Yeah. The bark. Okay. Freeze pause. Which one's Raven?
The
The
one
bar we
that
went to.
introduced you to. The girls.
Oh, okay.
You think. She never introduced herself as that, but she seemed to be the one in charge.
How do I know her? Not well. We came in and she had a couple of drinks at a bar and Sally was helping us out.
I see. He's gonna stand up and start looking through the shelf behind him. It takes a minute before he opens a drawer, takes out a set of keys, pulls out a chest, and starts unlocking it. After a moment, he turns around and puts a strange, round-ish rock on the table. Or on his desk. Put your hand
Okay.
over this, if you would.
I'm going to look this man straight in the eyes and go, I have a very distinct feeling that I'm probably going to regret this. Unfortunately for myself, you are the only hope that my friends don't die, so I'm gonna put my hand over it.
You start to feel an odd warmth coming from the stove. Other than that, nothing really happens.
I look at the man.
Just a moment longer.
All right. I feel like I'm just waiting to compost for some reason.
It's just a pleasant warmth on your fingers. You may remove your hand.
I do so.
You see, he picks up the black rock and starts looking it over. He even takes out a small, something similar to a jeweler's monocle, and starts looking over the stone. You said you've never been down near Ashfall nor Mistfall. Yes? Ashvale. I can use words.
I don't think we have, right?
No.
Am I? Yeah. No, we have not.
And would any of your companions have been down there before?
The ones I'm currently with? I wouldn't think so.
And your others?
The ones that are missing, I have absolutely no idea where they're at the moment. I mean, the last time I saw them, they were, I'm going to be quite honest, being beaten within an inch of their life.
I see. You see, he takes the time to put the stone away. And he sits back down thinking. It's a long few months. How capable is your group?
If properly geared out, capable in a fight, pretty decent. We've got multiple decent leveled spellcasters as well as melee fighters.
Xanth, I need a persuasion roll.
Okay. Okay. You know what? We're gonna use one of those hero points. Cause I don't wanna fuck this up. We're also gonna check what my favored by the gods does. Uh, uh, da, 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 da. Okay, no, I can't use favored by the gods on this. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna use a hero point and roll with advantage. Where's my persuasion? First roll. 22.
He nods. I just so happen to have some work a group of relic hunters might be interested
All right.
in. After all, they're always wandering about, getting into things and lending a hand in odd situations. They're also not always the best when it comes to rules. Aye,
You are not. Hey, you're not incorrect. Can be quite a bit of troublemakers.
aye, they often are. And that would be why young Raven is getting involved. After all, she was good friends with some of the relic hunters that were here recent enough. And you never know when a rift might be popping up.
Never know at all.
Well then, do I have your word you will assist me with this work? For the general pay of the relic hunters.
Aye.
Unfortunately, your most recent move into a rift did strange things with your mind and body, meaning you are suffering from a little bit of amnesia, and your magic marks don't quite match what was once known. Such a shame it is.
Agreed. Such a shame. It's
I,
making life very difficult.
especially with the recent loss of your friendly companions. After all, Miss Selwyn is still missing. It is always the relic hunters that come and find other relic hunters. Make
Not
sure
fun.
the job is done.
Aye.
And you most definitely haven't had any dealings with the oddities that have been occurring down in the south. As a matter of fact, you've been wandering the Duskwood for quite some time. But a missing companion, that can draw one's attention.
Hey,
Well then, if that is the case, Torga will need to be informed. After all, we have a good relationship with the relic hunters. Going off kilter and getting one killed is only going to bring trouble. We don't want Evanhold to have a good reason to come and poke their nose here.
is that a full nod?
Well, I think I will need to be going to that meeting after all. Such new things to be told.
Of course.
No,
I wish you luck and not too much boredom.
it's never boredom. But I'd advise you don't go running off too far. Don't want to be getting on the bad side of the gods now that they are out under a misunderstanding.
Agreed. By chance, can you point me to the way of the archivist so I may run into a couple more of my relic hunters companions who are going to go speak to them as they are, for
Rorik,
lack of a
you mean?
better term. Aye, they're
Rorik will be in the meeting.
all right. Well, then in that case, I have to go hunt down some of my companions who are looking for him. And again, memory issues. We get lost sometimes.
Aye, you do. I can walk you over towards the meeting hall. The old libraries are close.
Appreciated.
Now, let us be on our way. We'd hate for anything dire to happen.
Agreed.
He is going to stand up and pick up his pickaxe, putting it into a loop on his belt. Now, come on. Let's be on our way.
Aye, and I will follow him.
He ends up heading off, and Sylvie gives you a wave. You best
And
be getting on home, Gully.
I
Oh.
will grab my. Oh, wait, what's she saying?
I was supposed to stay with them.
We did promise that we'd drop her off home safely so that she didn't get into trouble.
Aye. That is fair, I suppose. Then come along, girl. We have tracks to make.
I'm also going to take my shield and my warhammer from her.
Fair.
Sling those on my person so that they're put away, but that I have them if shit goes terribly.
So, y'all are on the move. Let's go see Bella. Bella, you still with us?
I the player am still here. Yep.
All right, Bella, where are you headed?
Still trying to get to the captain of the guard to talk to her.
Not too terribly hard. You know exactly where the fortress is. The question is, how are you going about getting inside? As you approach,
Before
you can see the great gate that once led outside has been closed, as has the gate to the fort.
Before she does anything, she'll stop a little ways away and look at Cookie and say, "Right, I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to go bring this off to someone, right? Um, I don't know, just go find Zance and give her these things, okay? And there's a letter in there for her." And she's gonna, in Cookie's little saddlebag, put the book that she's always writing in there, and then just gonna take a necklace that she has hidden, um, and like pull that off and clip it around Cookie's neck and say, "Now you have to let me do this on my own, and you need to go get this to them, all right? All goes well, the dipshits will be out hopefully soon, all right?"
Concerned doggo noises.
And tell Finnick if you see him, because I'm assuming that he's the only one stealthy enough to probably be able to follow me because Dance is loud. The other two are inside, and I don't. Darren wouldn't because I've pissed Darren off again, and I doubt Darren would have followed me. She's probably off doing something, talking with them. So if you see him, you tell him he goes away too. And look at Cookie.
They're giving you puppy dog face. They don't want to leave you.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, "Go on now. It's a big mission, and I gotta trust you. Okay, you have to keep an eye on the others for me. It's important, and I'll be back."
You see, they start walking off, but keep looking back over their shoulder at you.
And I give her like a smile, a little bit of a sad smile, but she'll smile and just nod at her, like, "This is what you're supposed to do. What a good girl."
It's not long before they disappear back into the throng.
Ella is going to walk up to the gate to go talk to whichever guard is kind of leading. Make sure her hands are shown and stuff so they know she's not coming up there for a fight.
Alrighty, you can see there's nobody standing in front of the gate. Oh, you can see there is an odd door in the gate itself.
We'll knock on the door.
A little thing slides to the side. Who is it?
I guess she
We're
might
not
have to
taking
bend down.
visitors
So
at the
she's gonna
time.
squat down so she's at eye level with him and say, "Right, hello, my name is Mirabella, and you recently took in a couple of prisoners, and while it makes me quite happy that that happened, I feel like I owe someone enough to do this for them. I need to speak with your captain now because your captain took in the wrong people, and I can tell her why. And I can also offer her something that will change a lot of things for her."
Captain ain't here.
Think that's it.
Cool. Okay. That was a waste of time. So I guess Bella will just walk off and we can move on to whoever else then.
So you just leave?
I mean, I wrote you my plan of what I wanted to do, and if there's no one for her to talk to, she can't do anything. So I don't, as a person, know what to do then.
Alrighty, where are you going to be
And
heading
that
off to?
kind of, I don't know. That kind of changes everything. I didn't realize I wouldn't be able to talk to anyone when I wrote that to you a while ago.
Mhm. So you're just going a wandering?
I don't. I'm gonna ask above table, CC. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The thing that I wrote you a while ago that I wanted to do, you're not letting me. I can't do it, so I don't know. I mean, I guess we can just take back like her sending Cookie off because she wouldn't send Cookie off with that stuff unless she's able to do what
She
I
wouldn't have
wanted
known
to
ahead
do.
of time.
Okay, cool. Then she'll just say thanks, and I guess just walk off, and she'll just leave, just walk out the gate and take off. I guess then.
Okay. We're just wandering aimlessly? Or did you say you're trying to go through the main gate? Going back outside?
Again, I guess I don't know what I guess yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. I mean, so
Okay. We are going to go catch up with Saren and Varen. It's been a little while, and you'll have been circling around the town itself, trying to give Saren a better idea of how the city's situated. Being a dwarf, can I get an advantage history check from Saren? Didn't even need advantage. Saren's on point. Saren, you got a pretty good handle on the layout. Seems pretty standard for dwarves, even being from another world. They still seem to follow the same general ideals. You have the mines at one of the deepest places and pretty much centralized into this area where you can see along the edge of the higher strats of the cliff, you can see where they've dug out and what was natural. The center point of the original natural cave that this area was built in is probably where your most important buildings are going to be, as it's where they would have started building. So that's probably where going to be your town hall is, where your libraries are, all of that kind of stuff.
Alright,
So the
that's
stuff
where
you'd be looking for.
Yep, that's where she'll head.
It takes a little while to get all the way up there. Y'all have been walking for quite some time. But you see this grand structure that looks probably like it was one of the original forges that were built when this outpost was created. And was probably turned into an important area.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The central area seems to be built around an old forge. You can see grand halls for probably meetings and the like, and it takes you a little bit looking, but you think you see the entrance into what would be the library.
Saren is going to go straight there.
You enter in. It's a relatively dingy place. There's really not too much going on inside at the moment. You see a couple people moving this way and that, but they don't seem to be giving you much mind.
Do they seem to be just patrons, for lack of a better term, or actual, like, staff?
They seem more likely to be some kind of staff. They're wearing these strange looking blue and gold robes.
She's going to go up to one and go, "Pardon me, do you know where the archivist is?"
You're looking for Mr. Coppervale.
Yes.
He was pulled into a meeting not long ago.
Is there any way I can speak to him?
Not until he returns from the meeting.
Do you know if there's a room where we can wait until after the meeting?
There is a study room. Not many use it
Would-
anymore, but it is there.
Would
What
he
kind
be
of-
informed that we'd be there?
Well, we can give him a heads up if he comes back.
Okay.
What kind of meeting did he get pulled into? Do you know?
A council meeting. There was an emergency one called.
Shit.
All right. Thank you for your time. And she is actually going to turn and walk out of the library.
Do
Alrighty.
you have... Baron's going to catch up real quick. Do you have another alternative, or do we want to go looking for some?
I'm going to go look for the archivist.
If they're in a council meeting, there's going to be guards. There's no way in the hills that would be able to get in. We can look. I'm not going to judge you on that. I'm just saying we're not going to get in.
I could potentially think of a way to get in. If you don't want to risk being thrown in jail, you don't have to come along.
You're not going to plan to hand yourself over, are you?
I'm going to tell them who I am and ask to speak to the archivist.
The reason why I'm speaking to archivists is so they could speak on our behalf, not in a council meeting. That's going to gain us no ground, so if anything, that's going to put us on the back foot. That'll be putting us in a horrible position.
That's why I say you do not need to join me. Perhaps Xanth gotten a chance to speak to someone else, but
No, I'll join you. I'm not seeing anything else in the world to contact them, anyways. Someone has to watch your back at least.
that is your prerogative, but I cannot say it will go well.
But either way,
Saren is going to head towards whatever seems to be where the High Council would meet.
Oh, we're gonna go on a short break. We'll be right back.